Imagine your life turning into a battleground only because you dared to love someone your family doesn't approve of. Today's story is just about that. Welcome to Welted Marigold, where we share dark and mysterious stories from South Asia and beyond. I'm your storyteller, Ambica, and today's story is about Jaswinder Kaur Sidhu. Our story begins not in Punjab, India, but in often rain-kissed skies of Maple Ridge, British Columbia. It is here in August 1975 that Jaswinder Kaur Sidhu was born. Jassi, as she was commonly known to others, had a comfortable childhood, but her childhood had a complex mix of Western and Punjabi traditions. She was expected to uphold the Punjabi traditions at all times. Jassi's family was led by her uncle Surjit Singh Badesha and her mother Malkeet Kaur Sidhu. Malkeet Kaur Sidhu migrated just a few years before Jassi's birth along with her brother to Canada from the heartlands of Punjab. Surjit Singh Badesha became a man of considerable influence and wealth through blueberry farming in Canada. He held tight and with firm grip the reign of the family. While growing up, Jassi's world was always a divided one, divided between the Eastern values and the Western values. Jassi attended a public school, Pitt Meadows School, which was a good student and often described by her friends as someone quiet, a quiet observer, kind and thoughtful. In the winter of 1994, Jassi accompanied her mother and travelled with her to her mother's ancestral village, Jagrao. It is in the unassuming lanes of Jagrao when Jassi first met Sukhwinder Singh Sidhu, a simple, handsome young man, a rickshaw driver with no great wealth and no powerful connections. Their meeting was a sweet one, and Jassi found drawn to him instantly, despite the glaring differences between their social standing. Over the next 4 years, their love affair unfolded in secret, across continent through handwritten love letters. They spoke of everything, their dreams, their futures, their yearning to be with one another, everything that defied the very worlds from which they came from. But Jassi's family had other plans for her. They wanted her to marry someone much older, richer, but 60 years old. And to avoid this arranged marriage, somehow Jassi was able to convince her mother to take another trip to India, to her mother's ancestral village, Jagrao. And there in 1999, Jassi and Mithu secretly married each other. After the secret wedding, Jassi went back to Canada and Mithu stayed back in India. Nobody knew of the wedding. Nobody knew about the secret. But in Feb 2020, a year later, a family member was able to access some personal items of Jassi and was able to find out about the secret wedding. The family member found love letters exchanged between Jassi and Mithu, a certificate of marriage and photos. This made the family extremely furious. But for Jassi's uncle and mother, this was not merely a breach of trust. This was much more than that. This was a humiliation to the family, a dishonor brought upon them and their family name. Her family even tried to get her to divorce Mithu. They beat her, they abused her, kept her under house arrest. But despite being subjected to such pressure, she refused to disavow her husband, Mithu. Then in May 2000, with the help of RCMP and her friends, she was able to escape the confinement, get herself some money, and take a flight to India to be with Mithu. After reaching India, Jassi was able to be with Mithu for a few weeks, but they were in hiding. They were always on the move, trying to dodge the storm that was brewing. But Jassi's family was a powerful one. Their long arms stretched across continents to India. Phone records would later expose a chilling truth. 250 calls between Badesha residents in Canada and individuals in India. These calls were directives to eliminate the source of their shame. The target was clear: Jassi and Mithu. The method, brutal. The motive, honor, izzat. Evening of June 8, 2000, Jassi and Mithu were running errands on their scooter when a bunch of armed assailants descended upon them and attacked them brutally. Mithu was savagely beaten, his body battered, while they dragged Jassi with them, left for dead, bleeding profusely. Mithu's survival was no less than a miracle. Jassi, abducted, was taken to an abandoned farmhouse. The details of her last final hours aren't fully available. What is known is that she was subjected to unspeakable violence. The following day, her body was found dumped in a canal near the villages of Konke and Khosa. Her throat slit. A cold-blooded murder. Jassi was only 25 years old when she died. The news of her death spread like wildfire across continents and shook up the whole world. The alleged involvement of her own family ignited a global conversation about honor killings, a term that became synonymous with the grotesque violation of human rights under the guise of tradition. Mithu, Jassi's grieving husband, is still fighting for justice. His fight for justice has been one filled with relentless harassment and false accusations. Mithu's life, a testament to enduring love and unwavering courage, has been a relentless struggle against a system that at times seems intent on silencing him. The scars he carries are not just physical. They're deep, indelible marks of a love brutally stolen from him forever. The case of Jaswinder Kaur Sidhu is not only a true crime narrative, it is also one that is a profound reflection on the struggle between tradition and individual liberty. So here's a question I'd like to pose to you all. How can we as families and as individuals really reconcile the deeply entrenched traditions with human rights?